Here we are. Mm-mm-mm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome in, one and all.
this is the Bad and Awful Family Podcast.
I'm Bad, aka Brad.
I'm Awful, aka Boston.
After just like multiple hours of trying to figure out the equipment and
It's been annoying.
streaming and recording and YouTube, I think we at least have something that we can throw together here. But
Hopefully, it's a success. I hope that this works well, and we'll see how it goes.
worst case, hope you enjoy it. We definitely are. So here we are.
By the way, we are brothers.
Believe it or not, I'm the older brother. He's the little brother.
Yep, and we're best friends, and nothing's gonna change that. So, we were just like, why not?
Yeah. So
Let's
bad and awful.
freaking do a podcast. Talk about our life, talk about stuff that's going on, and like current news events and
Sports.
Sports is a huge thing. We're very big into sports. You can see his Everton jersey. I'm a huge Everton fan as well.
Aliens.
Aliens will be a great topic, but we're also going to have special guests on as well, which
Yep.
is going to be really cool. We've got we did the Bad and Awful Family podcast because not only are we going to have family members on, but every other guest that we have that is not immediate family is family to us. So
100%.
it makes sense to make it that. So
And we have a little bit of an agenda to go through. Nothing crazy, honestly. This is really just our first intro.
stop reading the paper. You should know already. Just
I'm
look into the
not reading.
look into the
I'm
camera.
not reading. No, never look into the camera. That's the worst thing you could do. No, but just a little background on the name though. So the Bad and Awful podcast, obviously, Brad and Austin, Bad and Awful. Got a shout out to honestly, I don't know if it's Uncle Steve Peeve Sullivan out of Trenton, New Jersey.
That's definitely who it is.
What's up? I don't know. There is debate though that Uncle Bill actually had a little bit to do with this. R.I.P. Freaking one of the best people, I think.
And you'll hear a lot about
We
him. We'll
know.
talk about him. Like this Captain Morgan mirror in the back here. That was his original. Like he had that, and that got handed down to us. So that's a huge part where
Yep.
we're representing him and love our family. So that's the majority of this thing.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Our family is huge.
No, but
and it's big part of our lives. So.
if nothing else, though, for us, we're best friends. Honestly, we've been best friends since you came around, and I can't think of a better way to spend a couple hours a week than shooting the stuff with this guy.
Absolutely, and I think we can swear, but let's try to avoid
on
to
the
do
first
it
one.
just to keep it PG-13.
We're working it out.
But
We're getting
I think
there.
it's gonna come to a point where we're gonna say fuck and shit and all that
Oh,
stuff.
well,
But
yeah,
we're gonna
we're there.
try to
We're there.
we're gonna try to
see if we edit it out.
yeah,
out for
we're
the
gonna
upload.
we're gonna
but
try to stop doing that.
yeah,
Make it a family podcast. It's in our name.
Absolutely. But it's gonna evolve naturally, so I'm excited to see where it goes. But
So
yeah.
a lot of things that we're going to be talking about is, of course, Everton. That's going to be one of our skips. We're going to have every show that we do, we are going to talk about the Everton game, and when it's during the off season, we'll find some stuff to talk about, maybe new signings or whatever. But Everton is definitely going to be a skit.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I mean, just sports in general. I mean, if there's a sporting event going on, we will probably cover it. But I mean, just to cover Everton, I'm a big St. John's basketball fan, if you didn't know. Big East.
I'm a UConn fan.
He's a UConn fan, so we got that going for us.
I'm going to try and talk about the Knicks, but Brad knows nothing about the NBA, so he'll just kind of be there. So that'll be probably when a special guest comes on.
Yep. New York Islanders.
Islanders, we're both big fans of the Islanders.
They're
having a great season. Love seeing that. Schaefer, rookie, one of the best rookies to play the game, and he's already breaking records. Unbelievable.
Super off season, but NFL football.
That's gonna be a big thing.
Woof. I'm a big Browns fan.
And, double woof. I'm a Dolphins fan. So we're not
we dabble in the fantasy though, so we know what's good. So we will hopefully not bore you on the football front with our respective teams, but
for sure
we definitely will. So don't worry about that.
But then also we're gonna start talking about current events, shit that's going on right now. Like,
Epstein files.
yeah, it could be something that we could talk about. We could talk about like well,
World War III starting.
yeah, and we're not gonna show that we take any sides. We're only gonna bring um, stuff that we've seen. We're not gonna be like, oh, screw that person or whatever. Like
For sure.
it's we're just getting the knowledge out there so people
Although
can talk about it.
we will get animated on certain perspectives for sure, but we will definitely try to balance it so it's not one sided.
Absolutely. It and that's basically it. And then
Yeah.
um
What you got? Well, I hold on before while you're thinking. Um, just ad libbing. Honestly, this is an intro podcast, so again, we have a slight agenda, but honestly, we're just trying to get our first 30 to 60 minutes. Or honestly, we got a couple beers to finish here, so we'll see what we get into. But to be honest, though, I don't know. I kind of want to just touch on kind of how interesting, how cool it's been to just be complete amateurs and just doing something for fun, but putting a podcast together. Um, what do you think? Do you want to talk about that at all? It's been kind of cool.
it's been an experience for sure.
I don't know.
I mean shit, while we were trying to just get set up, my thing broke and
Oh yeah,
we had to
dealing with hardware
MacGyver
issues and
something.
stuff. But no, honestly, I mean, we split. Not to go into too much detail, but we spent like $55 on some equipment from
Just to get us
Amazon,
started. And
and
then hopefully we become big and
yeah, I got some cool
then we can get a
got some cool
space.
speakers and stuff. We got a cool setup, and actually, while I'm on this topic, the room that we were
Oh,
podcasting
I was gonna
currently
say
from
that. All right, keep
is
going.
actually the bedroom that Austin and I shared when we were what I was 4 years old and you were 2 years old.
Yeah, we
We
had
shared
bunk
this
beds
bedroom. We had bunk beds in this
and
very
we had
room,
a
believe it or
TV,
not.
like one of those big boxed
Oh yeah,
TVs that like kids now grown up, they don't know. They only know
no
flat screen. They don't know the big box TV.
PlayStation 1, trying to figure out the inputs.
Yeah,
Moved
and like
graduated to
playing
Xbox,
like
some
ATV,
Halo.
Off Road
Oh
Fury.
yeah,
Uh,
some Harry Potter.
Harry Potter was like
Tony
one of the
Hawk Pro
best. Tony
Skater
Hawk,
2.
yes. All right.
2.
What was the game with the RC cars?
Oh, Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal was one of the best.
So
Like,
good.
and that's the other thing too. Like, we had family members, like cousins, that would come over and stay with us, and they'd sleep in this room with us, and we'd be up till 4 a.m. playing Twisted Metal or Tony Hawk or Harry
Yeah,
Potter,
we're
trying
talking
to
about you, Trevor.
yeah, yeah.
He
And
will definitely be on this podcast at some point.
well, so and that's the thing. So like this is our first one, and we wanted it just to be us. And Trevor has already kind of invested in being like a main guest. Like we are gonna try to figure out how to live stream him in because he lives in Jersey and he can't be here all the time. We live in Connecticut. So it's gonna be one of those things like we're gonna try and like figure that out as we
Right.
go.
Well,
But
that's the whole thing
he
with this.
wants to be involved almost every episode where like maybe it's a quick take or maybe he's along for the whole episode. And I think you guys will love him, maybe more than us because he's a goon,
He is a good one.
but he's a good guy, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So
Yeah, for sure. But again, this whole thing is it's a living, breathing thing. We're figuring this out. We don't know what direction this is going to go. We're going to constantly be improving.
damn it.
Oh, we dropped this coaster. But no, we're going to be constantly improving and upgrading and figuring out how we can do this better, how we can sound better and just improve. And definitely Trevor will be involved.
I'm gonna
Get
do a shout out real quick though. I think
Yeah.
that Joe Rogan needs to watch out because we're coming for him.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You better watch out, Joe. Love you though, man.
Yeah, no, listen to you like all the time. And our goal, well, maybe not Brad's goal, but my goal is for Joe Rogan to fly us down to Texas and Austin, Texas, and we go on his podcast.
No. So my
Oh,
goal
we-
is Joe Rogan never goes on other people's podcasts, but he will come up here and he'll be in this shitty little room in Killingworth, Connecticut, on our podcast. Now that might happen.
Who knows? But yeah, no. So we're still figuring things out. Like we got a little soundboard here.
What do we got? Hold on, wait. Say something crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Fun stuff. I
All
don't
right,
know. We'll
so
see.
now that we got the introductions over with, our first order of business is to talk about Everton
Oh,
because
Newcastle. Sorry, guys.
yeah, if you're a Newcastle fan, you're not gonna like this episode. But also, like, you guys put up a battle, and you guys got Anthony Gordon from us, and honestly, like, he's been electric for you guys, and I think that's Everton's way. Is they just we talk about it all the time, where they just get these
They're a
players who are
talent farm.
young and train them to be the best players, and then they go somewhere else, like Lukaku,
Hmm.
Wayne Rooney,
Hmm.
um,
Barkley.
Barkley,
Yeah,
even
he
though
fizzled.
he
He
fizzled
fizzled, but he
out.
was nasty when near Everton.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. Like we get these players, and then we get rid of them because we can't afford them. But we
True.
are also one of the top teams.
We're top 10, baby.
But well, in the standings
We're
this
coming
year.
for top 5.
But what I'm talking about is that
Moyes doesn't want to talk about Europe. He doesn't want to jinx it.
we
Knock on
I
wood.
think that we are one of the I think top 2 or top 3, maybe even number 1 who has not been relegated.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
were
ever.
super close for a couple of years ago,
Yeah, that was scary.
but we pulled it out
But I think Everton
with
is
that
one of the teams that
Tarkowski
has
goal.
never been relegated.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time. I'd have
I
to
don't think
look it
they've
up.
ever been relegated.
That's the other thing. We're gonna have to develop like a system where we have like a Joe Rogan Jamie to pull it up. We
Well,
will have that
also
soon,
at the
but
same time,
we're not there
we
yet.
are on the computer right now. That's the camera, and eventually we want to have the computer close to one of us
Yeah,
on the
so we'll work
side,
it
so
out.
we could do it while someone else is talking, and then so we don't have to have a third person. But who knows? Maybe we will
But
have
yeah,
a third person where they can do that in the back end.
I think it's been since like the '70s though, since Everton's been relegated. I could
So
even
I
be
think they're
wrong.
the
It might even
longest
be longer
standing.
than
They're
that,
the
but
longest standing.
yeah,
One of
no,
them,
it's huge.
and
Underrated team. I'm sorry.
we're still fighting for the Europa League right now.
Yeah,
I don't think that we're gonna make the champions. I think that's
never say never.
I understand, but with our schedule coming up, it's a little crazy.
But anyway, but yeah, so that Newcastle game though, I mean, okay, if you're not familiar with the team or especially that game though, I mean, it
Or the EPL.
ended 3-2. Uh, freaking Newcastle tied it up. Everton scored within a minute after they tied it.
Minute 56 or something like
Yep,
that.
followed by a Jordan Pickford save that I agree. I think that should be the save of the year. It was unbelievable.
It was close to it, and I got
Laser volley,
one of
just
our best
blocked off.
buddies. I sent this save to him. My best friend growing up forever, Andrew Mead, Duke, we call him, and he's a huge Manchester United fan. So like when Everton earlier in the season beat Man United with a red card in the 13th minute because Idrissa Gana Gueye punched his own teammate, got a red card.
That was unbelievable.
Everton ended up winning that game 1-0. And then
I just love the coach's reaction to that though. He was pumped. He wasn't like pissed. He's like, my players shouldn't be doing shit like that. Like he's like, no, I want my players to be that passionate where they're
yeah,
fighting each other and getting thrown out of the game,
yeah,
literally.
and it was a cool thing to win the game against them. So I sent the save that Pickford had that Brad was just talking about to him, saying like save of the year maybe question mark, and he sends a text back just like it's pretty comparable to the one that Everton and Man U just had, where Man U Duke
Oh, dude.
Duke and Man U's goalie had a save pretty similar from Keane, like driving up and just taking a left-footed shot, but it was like he was driving on the left, and he took a ripper, and the goalie knew that it was already going to be going left. Where like this was a volley in the Everton Newcastle game, where Pickford had no idea where that was going to be going, and it was so quick. Where that I still think that like Duke, love you. I don't think that the Man U goalie save was as good as this one.
The Man U goalie save was good. He did show me. It was just different. I don't know.
It's different. It's
different auras
Great
on
save,
both of them. I don't know.
but I mean, I think Pickford deserves like goalie of the year. I mean, that's why I need the headphones, huh?
Yeah,
so I
that's why
can hear.
you can't hear the sound effects without the headphones, but I can. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Sorry, real quick, just kind of operationally related. Not to throw off the vibe of everything. Are you able to get that a little bit closer to your face? Don't worry about it. No, don't.
I can do it.
No, just
You
because
don't tell me.
that sounds so much clearer now that you're talking straight into it.
You want me to yell into it?
Oh, see, yeah. Oh, he's got the
I can get.
sexy voice when he talks in close like that.
Brad, I'm your brother. Relax.
Oh my god. All right. So sorry. As much as I would love to continue talking about Everton
Well, hold on.
because
We got to talk. We're on the Everton thing. We got to talk about Burnley coming up tomorrow at 2:30, where we
all right,
might
that's
go
fair.
live tomorrow again to watch Everton against Burnley.
That's fair.
Burnley's in the bottom of the table, and I think that we should have it on while we're watching and live stream and be like, "Wow, that's crazy! Like what just happened?"
Well, considering how much of a smashing success this is, I think we definitely have to do that. I think we're ready.
I think so too.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna finagle a
But I had
a
to throw
session
that in
tomorrow.
because you were about to skip Everton's game tomorrow,
No, you're
and
right.
this is Everton's
Well, this is
time where we need to let people know that Everton is playing tomorrow.
why two heads are better than one. I appreciate it. No, I
UConn
mean,
fan.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't know. No, I mean, EPL, you can't underestimate anybody. I don't even want to say it, but like, I mean, Everton is in top form right now.
Wait,
Burnley is bottom of the table.
we'll just wait until we get Grealish back next season.
Grealish, I hope they bring back most of the squad this year. I don't know who's in danger, honestly. Again, I don't want to say it and jinx it, but
Don't even say it because then the idea is out there. I know exactly what you're going to say, but there's one player that we both love that is probably one of the best EPL players right now that is showing true talent. And if you guys are
so
true fans of the EPL and you know Everton squad, you know who we're talking
so
about.
I won't say it explicitly, but no, honestly, I think he deserves a shout out. I think one of the most underrated players in the entire league. Um, you got to say it. Iliman and Jai, absolutely filthy. Plays for Senegal.
Yeah.
The really cool thing too is Everton has two Senegalese players, Idrissa
Is
Gana
that how you
Gueye,
say it? Is that proper? Is that
Iliman and Jai,
no?
Idrissa Gana Gueye,
Senegal.
Senegalese.
Is that
Yeah,
legit?
I
You know
think so.
that?
I think so.
Can I
I
fact
don't.
check that?
Yeah, you could fast check it. Well, you can't now because we don't have the capability.
Where's my phone? I
No,
can
I'm
fact.
pretty sure it's Senegalese.
I'm gonna fact check it while you
One
still
from
talk.
Senegal. But speaking of Senegalese players, though, I mean, okay, so Idrissa Gana Gueye, Iliman and Jai, absolutely electric connection on Everton right now. They are making the team. They both just won the African Nations Cup together. That game was also unbelievable. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Watch the YouTube video. There was like a huge fight. It was crazy. They tried to like hand the game away to it was Morocco that they played, and I don't know. FIFA's so freaking corrupt. But like there was some weird stuff going on. Like the Senegalese players like left the pitch. It was weird, but they that game was unbelievable. Like watch the highlights, but they are absolutely filthy, and they are going to be a force in the World Cup this year. Um, Speaking of which, we're like currently in the process of trying to attend at least one World Cup game. We have like some top games that we'd love to see, but honestly, we just need to get to any
All
game.
right,
It's
yeah,
just
you're
going to be
right.
unbelievable. But
Fact check.
yeah, but what France and Senegal are playing at MetLife in New Jersey for the World Cup this year. That game is going to be electric. France is like the front runner. They've won multiple World Cups in the last decade.
Well,
They've won one in the last
yeah.
decade. They're a
Well,
solid team. They're always
no, have
stacked,
they?
but no, they won. Yeah, they won. They beat Croatia. They beat Croatia in 2018 in the finals.
Oh yeah, that's right. That
Yeah.
was when we watched it in the basement here.
Yep.
That was
It
crazy.
was unbelievable. But no, so France
That
always
was a
has a
great
solid
game though
team. But
too, because
that game,
Croatia came back.
I will not be surprised if Senegal pulls the upset on that one. I think they're absolutely filthy.
Yeah,
Um,
they've got a good squad. They've got. I mean, I can't like pull up the names right now, but they've got a defenseman. I think it's Kone or Kanate or
Yeah, well,
who's on that team
their
that
keeper's nasty too. It was the same name as the guy from that you played keeper for Man U. I can't remember what his name is.
David De Gea.
Yeah,
No, I know.
yeah. No,
All right,
but
so still go on with Everton.
it's up to you. Do you have anything else to go on Everton, or we could move on to St. John's and UConn, Big East basketball,
Well, so
NCAA, March Madness coming up.
before we get there, one last thing with
Oh
Everton.
boy, here we go.
I think that Everton is going to make the Europa, but that means that Liverpool has to die.
I could see
Not
that
die.
happening. Liverpool is not
They
the
need to
same.
crash. They
Oh
and
my god, and R.I.P. Mo Salah. Jeez,
what
he's
happened to him?
he's just falling off a cliff. He's just not.
No, he just had some drama. He's still starting for them and
I
everything.
don't know. I mean, I looked at
He needs to get like
their last games. He had the lowest player ratings on the team. It
there
wasn't
was
good.
transfer talks with him and like and he was devastated. He's like, I've done so much for Liverpool, and I agree. I think he's top tier for Liverpool, and this is the thing too. Like for or for people who are not football fans, and I say football, not like
He's so
American
cultured.
football, soccer fans for the EPL. Like that's the cool thing. So like Liverpool and Everton are very close. They're rivals, and Everton just moved into a new stadium that made them a little bit further away. But before that, it
Mhm,
was only a like a city park
mhm.
that separated the stadium. So it was like a 15-minute walk
I think until they
to
moved
each
it,
stadium.
it was the oldest stadium in the league, right? Until they moved, is that correct? Am I
Uh,
wrong?
well,
Definitely one of them.
are you talking about the EPL? Because they're like if you go to
Well,
Champions
top, I guess
or
top tier maybe then. I don't know, but
it was
Goodison
close
Park is
to it,
good.
and supposedly they're gonna turn it into like a mall or like housing or something.
Which is
Which
just terrible. I mean, the history behind Goodison Park, though, is just unbelievable. Actually, Liverpool used to play at Goodison Park before they built the what's
Anfield,
Before they built Anfield,
Anfield,
which was literally less than a half mile from Goodison Park. And again, like Austin said, if you're at Goodison Park or at Anfield,
Anfield.
you can literally see the opposing
You
stadium
could probably
from the stadium.
hear the fans if you were at
Yeah,
Goodison. If you were
but
at one stadium and there was a game at the other one,
yeah,
like you could hear the fans
yeah, but
cheering, and
Liverpool used to
it's
play
like
there.
that rivalry is like for non-soccer fans. I would compare it to like Red Sox, Yankees, or
But
like
because of the same city, it's almost like Mets, Yankees because it's the same city, but
but
just as
the rivalry is more
just as
like Red
yeah,
Sox
yeah,
Yankees,
for
but
sure.
that's how close. I mean, even Mets Yankees, it's still not even as close. Like
But
it was a lot closer.
yeah, no, again, to go off Goodison though, because we're on the topic. I mean, history buffs. Goodison Park was around like during World War II. They actually got bombed by the Germans during World War II. Believe it or not, I found that out, which was kind of unbelievable, and they rebuilt it, and so much history there. Unbelievable park. It's sad to see
Well,
it
and
go,
then
but
also their logo, the tower.
yep,
That tower is
didn't even
still
see.
standing. It's a small tower, but
Oh,
that was a lock hold for prisoners.
well,
They used to
you also said what? That's where they threw all the drunks. They used to
They
throw the
used to
drunks
throw
in
the drunks in
in the
there and stuff
tower.
like that and keep
So
them
let's go
over
Everton.
24 hours, like the police over there would throw them in there.
Also, it's a cool rivalry too when you're talking Liverpool Everton. Everton was the Catholic club. They were Catholic affiliated in England when all that was really still
I didn't know that. That's cool.
headbutting, and Liverpool was the Protestant club. So it was even more. I mean, you get you
And
start
then
getting into religion that brings the whole rivalry to another level.
so then to give background of why we're Everton fans, because like here in the US, like in the States, um, you see a lot of Manchester United fans, Man City, Arsenal,
I do love Man
Liverpool.
U.
Like Brad grew up
Man U got me
EPL,
into the
and
EPL.
I was never affiliated with any team, but we Brad and I in 2016
Yep.
2016 decided to take a trip to Dublin, and it was like 6 days, 5 nights, I
Yeah, we
think.
did it on a Groupon.
And yeah, and we tried to make the best of it. We're like, we're gonna be in Europe, and let's go see an EPL game.
Yep.
And what we thought was like Liverpool would be a sweet city, and Liverpool was like top dogs. And like, I don't want to. I'm not a bandwagon fan. Like, I don't like being a bandwagon fan. Like,
Yeah.
I want to pick a team that's like middle of the table, middle of the division or whatever, that's been struggling, but like support them. Not the worst team. Like, I'm not about like Wrexham is a different story. Like, if you're an original Wrexham fan,
Nobody's an original Wrexham fan.
fair. But
Sorry, guys. Sorry
so
for all
we
you
we
original
we
Wrexham
ended
fans.
up we ended up buying tickets on that trip to go see an Everton game at Goodison Park, and like, I will not forget that, because
Unbelievable.
seeing Everton at Goodison Park, like, to say that I was able to do that, being an Everton fan,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Also, the city of Liverpool is unbelievable. I mean, especially okay, so if you even remotely like the Beatles, oh my goodness, to see where they started, that city is all about the Beatles.
Yeah. And a bunch of other bands, and I don't remember because I was
Oh, no, so
really
so we
drunk
took a
during that
tour we
time.
got to go to the Cavern Club, the Cavern Bar.
Yeah.
That's where, the Beatles really first started playing. It was unbelievable. So it's basically
Oh,
like
we've got pictures from there, and then
yeah,
if you guys are interested
yeah,
of seeing those pictures, we can upload them
yeah, it's
after this and
yeah,
stuff
at
like
some point,
that.
yeah, once we kinda develop this and stuff, we can start posting content, and, also, again, once we can pull it up, we can actually, like, pull up pictures and live stream it, so as you're watching this, you'll see it, but for now, you kinda just gotta picture it or look it up yourself,
Yeah, it was beautiful.
but the Cavern Club was so freaking cool. It's like so picture like you're in a city and like street level, there's like a building. You go through a door. The door goes straight down 4 or 5 flights of stairs, all the way down, and
Yeah.
it just there's nothing else. It's just stairs straight down to like this basement, super deep down. You're like 60, 70 feet underground at this point, and it opens up and it looks like a old railway tube, and it's a concert venue, and that's where the Beatles first started playing in Liverpool.
And then, like,
And
the center stage is roped off, like, you can't step on it because it's, like, a historical thing because of
yeah,
all the great bands that have performed there to
but they
start their career
they
kinda
they
thing.
still to this day though have local new up and coming bands that will play there, and it's just like the coolest thing. But no, like Austin said, you look at the Wall of Fame in that place, and it's the Beatles, it's the Rolling Stones, it's
Yeah.
Queen, it's
It
I
was crazy. Yeah, like, and I wish I took a video walking around to capture all of it,
unbelievable.
but
It was the environment that it like, you talk about, like, places that, like, retain energy, like, haunted places, I don't know, places that just, like, feel different, that was one of them. It was that was
yeah,
unbelievable.
for sure.
That was one of the coolest, places to grab a beer, I
Oh,
think, on
and
that
then
trip.
in Liverpool, don't say hello to any stray dogs or homeless people that have dogs, because that was a bad experience.
Yeah, yeah, my brother, went after
Don't
well,
say my brother, just say Austin, because 'cause
yeah,
I'm awful.
awful, approached a homeless guy and his dog thinking it was just a regular guy and a regular dog, and the dog
There were, like, 6 people surrounding this homeless guy in a wheelchair
fought.
around this dog, and the dog was not biting any of them, and I was feeling really good
He
after
came in hot.
the Everton game, and I went up to say, like, "Oh, puppy, like, let me say hello," and I put my hand out, and then all of a sudden,
This dog messed him up. Luckily,
a
the
travel agent,
I
basically.
am the ultimate traveling mother or grandma or whatever you wanna say. I'm way too overprepared, so
Traveling mother mom.
I had a first aid kit, so I
Traveling
was able
mom.
to disinfect it and slap a Band-Aid on it. Took him to another bar, bought him some sort of cocktail to numb the pain, and
I think we were drinking Stella, because then
yeah,
we came
probably was
home with those
Stella.
Stella glasses that we stole from one of those bars.
I know that's the other sad thing, is now that Goodison Park is closed, all those bars are, like, going out of business. Kinda sad.
And,
Mhm.
well, I think that they'll still be a supportive bar. I don't think they're gonna go out of business. Did you see that in a like a quote? Like, is that like
Yeah,
an actual
I
or
read an article somewhere. I don't know if it was necessarily the bar that we went to, but all the ones like right by Goodison that like thrive on the weekly business or the bi-weekly business whenever their home games are. They're really struggling right
You know
now, and
what's
they're
gonna suck is
they're
those
upset.
are probably gonna get taken over by Liverpool bars because Liverpool's right there through the
It's too far
park.
though. Because honestly, I've never been outside of Anfield, but I imagine there are plenty of bars
I
right
understand that.
outside Anfield. So
Yeah. And then okay, so but just to sum up this whole like thing of our trip, we also went to Amsterdam, which was cool. We only went there for a day and a night, and then we had to get on a trip back to Dublin.
we were shot too. It was.
And it was pouring
I think.
rain, and
I
it was
think. I
cold,
think
and it was fun to
it was
see
unbelievable.
Amsterdam.
But we slept until like 6, and then got up and went out, and it was amazing. But
But we
yeah,
had we had we had Guinnesses or beers. I think we had Stellas in the airport of so okay, so we went from Dublin to Liverpool, England, and we caught the match. We got drunk at in Liverpool, and then we flew back that night to Dublin, and then the next morning
yeah. What,
we had to
4 a.m.
fly out to Amsterdam. So like we were zombies. Like we
Also,
were
I'm so
not great.
upset that I don't remember the name of the hotel. It wasn't in Dublin. It was like the outskirts of Dublin. It was a golf country club hotel
It was
resort.
gorgeous.
Unbelievable. And we were off season, and I so
Sorry,
we
I've
both
got
have
back
come
pains,
up.
guys.
Hey, you're good. Let it out. We both have come up through the hospitality industry. We eat, sleep, and breathe hospitality. Um, I to this day can't think of more than 2 places that had better hospitality than this hotel. The, front desk agent, he knew us by name. When we left at 4 in the morning to go get our flight to Amsterdam, he had, like, sandwiches and, like, a whole, like, goodie bag packed for us because
Car ready for
he
us
had a
to
car
take
ready.
us to
He
the
he knew that we were going to Amsterdam. He's like, "You guys look like you're struggling, like, I got you." That was the coolest
yeah,
thing.
here's a coffee. I don't think he actually gave us a coffee, but like that's like the hospitality
Yeah,
that he
it was
did, and it was
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Um, okay, so that was our trip, and if you guys want to hear more about that trip, like leave us a message if you guys do see this. Like
Yeah.
we can touch on that because there's a lot that we left out.
I
Like
guarantee you too, we're gonna get into that again in future podcasts.
I'm
There's
sure.
there's so many details that I feel like we didn't touch on there, but
So okay, so then we got St. John's and UConn in the
ugh,
Big East tournament coming up. UConn's number one, St. John's number two. UConn stole it from St. John's because of the
yep.
last showing of them.
Currently today, UConn moved up to number 4 rankings, I
Yep.
believe overall. St. John's fell to 18. So
18
we're
or
still
19, I
both
thought. 18,
18.
18.
We're still both top 25 right now,
Well,
but
so they're gonna see each other no matter what. They no matter what, they're gonna be in the Big East. And you know what? Hold on one second.
well, yeah, we also have dogs. You might meet our dogs. Oh, we're gonna meet one of our dogs. Come here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, she's stealing the show.
All right. So
This is my girl. This is Callie.
she was a
Callie the Chihuahua.
she's a rescue. Her story is absolutely crazy, and I think that could be a different topic. But I think we should get back into the St. John's.
Yeah, we'll touch on Callie's stories.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and so okay, so I think that obviously St. John's is going to make the tournament for March Madness. I'm curious to see how the Big East tournament goes. I think it's going to come down to UConn, St. John's, depending on how the bracket looks in the championship for the Big East tournament.
yeah,
And I don't think that's going to change anything for the March Madness tournament, like bracket
yeah. I think
tiering.
I think UConn's still gonna be either number 1 or number 2 seed for the tournament. St. John's is gonna be
5
wherever
or
they
6.
fall.
I
But
think they're going to be a 5 or a
if
6.
St. John's finishes strong in the Big East and wins the tournament, that could definitely change. But who knows?
Honestly, like one of my favorite things, like watching UConn in the past, like the best thing was when UConn was like a 5 or 6 seed, and they won the entire thing. They just snuck through. Maybe
That's
not
the way to
snuck
do
through,
it,
like, they
though.
had a great team, and they deserved it. They were nasty,
There's
and
something that comes with the rankings that, like, just
right,
it
if you're
gets
a
in
number
the
1
it
seed, you've
gets in
got
their
so
heads.
much stress on you.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's kinda why so, okay, so also caveat on this subject, though, but, um, we both attended the St. John's UConn game in Hartford, at the People's Bank Arena, um,
Which used to be called Excel,
which used to be the
and
Excel
that's why
Center,
I will
formerly
always
known
call
as.
it Excel.
Yeah,
He's just being formal.
yeah, I know, keeping it current. But, yeah, no, I came in hot to that game. I was really looking forward to that, and unfortunately, my Johnnies got blown out by over 30 points.
No, I think it was a little bit less. I thought it was like 28.
You know, it was 72-40 was the final score, so 32 points to be precise.
Disgusting.
It was brutal. And honestly, I was that so going off of that though, I wasn't upset about them losing. I was upset about them losing that bad.
Right, we
That
like,
game should have been
our
I if they lost by
expectations
10, it would have been fine.
well, our expectations were derived from the St. John's UConn game at MSG, where UConn lost by what, like 10
Yeah, because
or 8?
St. John's took the first one, they beat them by almost 10, so, like,
So
and that's the
then,
thing, I'm
like,
happy to split it, and also, I was happy with that game with losing that game because we were coming into that game on a 13-game win streak, and again, you talk about rankings and stuff and going into the tournament play. I don't feel comfortable with my team going into the tournament on a 13-game win streak. That's too much to maintain. That's too much pressure. So, like, I'm happy to relieve that pressure and take off those expectations. But to lose by 32 points was
it wasn't pretty.
brutal. It was not pretty. It was really brutal. But you know
But
what?
Brad was always expecting a comeback, and we're like, "Can we leave yet?" Like 5 minutes left because they were already up 30, and Brad's like, "No, I think there's gonna be a comeback." And then also a funny thing was when we were at that game, one of our soccer friends who we play with, because we play in an over 30 league, this guy was close to our, like, literally we had to walk past him to get to our seats.
Yeah,
And
we had those
Brad's
because
okay, so
we were
fun
as far back as you can go.
fun fact about this, or funny story about this game. Brad and I were talking about, because Brad's St. John's red and all that, and like he wanted to dress as Mario with his St. John's
Oh,
gear,
well, it was
and
the perfect opportunity to
he
take out the
told me
Mario
to
fit.
dress as like Luigi, but
Oh,
UConn.
this.
And I texted Brad the day of the game at like 10, 11 o'clock, like, I'm not doing Luigi, sorry, like, I just want to go and watch the game. And Brad, like, we carpooled, like, Brad shows up to the game, or shows up where we
To the
met,
carpool, yeah.
and he's in his Mario outfit, and he looks at me getting out of the car, and he's just like, "You, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Like, why aren't you wearing your Luigi?" I'm like, "Brad, I texted you. I'm not doing it."
I
And he
never
never saw
saw
the
the
text.
text.
So Brad's wearing this Mario outfit where he's got the overalls, blue overalls,
Red St. John's sweater,
Mario hat,
Mario hat, St.
or
John's hat hanging on the
like, yeah, like a
overalls.
red St. John's hat if he wanted to switch. And we walked past one of our soccer buddies that we played with, and he just yells out, like, we didn't even know where he was. And he just like, "Brad, what do you say? Like, you look like an idiot."
You yeah, you look like a fucking idiot. And of course, this was after we were getting blown out.
And it
So,
was so good too, because like
ultimate
it's at
insult to injury.
UConn, so like all the fans are laughing.
No, but whatever. You know what? In hindsight, okay. So just to elaborate on that though, I was already committed to the Mario outfit, so I was happening one way or the other. I brought
Right.
a change of clothes. I could have changed it any time. I was committed. I whatever. But you know what? Also, I grew up in Connecticut. So I went to St. John's University. I'm a St. John's basketball fan. I love them. I want them to beat UConn every single time. But I also love the UConn basketball program. I respect the hell out of it. I've had so many fun times watching them growing up. And even during the season, even when St. John's is competitive, I will root for UConn if it doesn't affect St. John's outcome, and that's kinda where I'm at. So, you know what, to be honest, like, giving, UConn fans that little laugh at my expense, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
So,
Brad has always been very understanding when it comes to uh, other teams and stuff like that. Like
at the end of the day, it's games. It's
he
games.
he's a Johnny through and through. But if UConn is playing a game, because our entire family is basically UConn, because we grew up in Connecticut.
Follow.
No, I
Oh,
just put it down.
cool.
I'm going to test it
No,
out
you're good.
without it.
Fine.
Because I don't think it really makes a difference that much.
Alright, yeah, deal.
But um, our family's UConn. We have a text thread where it's like, "Go UConn," but they're also understanding that Brad went to St. John's, and they're like, "Okay, like St. John's is on, let's go." But when they're playing against each other, it's UConn,
Oh, they're
and
brutal.
Brad still sticks to his guns. Like, I'm not gonna kowtow to my family. I went to St. John's. Like, this is I still owe
Well,
them money.
it's true, I do.
Why am I gonna root against them when I
I
still owe
am
them money?
still paying the school money,
Well,
so
and
might
that's
as
the
well
other
be
thing
able to
that's
root for the team.
so that's another topic that we could talk about. Like student freaking loans is unbelievable. The fact that like you pay so much to go to college, and to be quite honest, like how many people actually spend 40, 50,000 dollars what a year,
Yeah, no, it's crazy, and
and then don't even end up with a job?
I'm not gonna say I regret going to college. I feel like there's few things in life that I regret. We actually kinda had a talk about this the other day. There's few things I regret in life, and going to college is certainly not one of them,
You got to keep
but
talking into your mic because I'm not hearing it
you're not hearing
now.
it? Okay. But with that being said, if you're thinking about going to college, think about it
Make sure you know
because
what you want to do. Like if you want to become a doctor, go to college. Obviously, you need to.
yeah,
If you want to become um, a videographer, go, go to college. Like you could get a lot of experience and like guaranteed almost a job out of that. Like I feel like if someone was like going into film or something,
yeah.
like 4 years,
Well, it depends, and every situation is different. It really depends, but
but
anyway, I
and
mean,
that's the other
yeah,
thing. So like I went to school for 1 year and I only went because I wanted to play soccer. And I played soccer for 1 year and I did not uphold my grades and I dropped out. And I was like, okay, I'm perfectly fine with that because I had no idea what I wanted to what I
yeah.
wanted to do. I just wanted to play soccer, which was fun.
And the great thing about that is, how many student loans do you have right now?
Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
And now I own my own landscaping business.
Yes, he does, and he's a pretty stellar soccer coach too.
Yeah, and I coach soccer, so I still have the soccer aspect. So like if you know what you want to do the research, see if you want to go to college, see if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Get the degree. It's always helpful to have, but also at the same time, it might not be if you're going to switch it up after
Luckily,
you.
too, also, I think that this narrative also is getting out too. So luckily, I think kids coming up now these days can really think about it and have a lot of resources to explore and stuff in that facet. But um, going back to the sports thing though, just with like I don't know, being a fan of multiple teams, one of the things that I wouldn't mind mentioning too, because again, I'm a weirdo. Like I pull for UConn if they're not affecting St. John's, even though that's a big rivalry, especially right now when St. John's and UConn are doing as well as they are. I have been a Yankee fan since I was born, but I also love the New York Mets. And a lot of people don't really like that, but I think it can work. I don't know.
See, like I think it's one of those things where like if you truly enjoy watching the sport and you love the sport, you can be a fan of whoever the hell you want to be. Like our grandfather Poppy on my mom's side, he was a fair weathered fan. He was a semi professional umpire. Like I think he was what like farm league umpire.
Yeah, I
And
think he was, like, one step below, like, going to majors, yeah.
yeah, and he would root for anyone that was good who was playing good baseball. So if you enjoy the sport, I don't think there's a reason why you can't have two favorite teams. But like you can't be like Poppy where he's like, oh my gosh, the Red Sox are good. I'm gonna root for them. Oh my gosh, the Yankees are good this next season. Like, no, you
Oh,
can't do that. You
no,
can't jump
he
ship
would
like
say
that.
he's a Yankee fan to your face, and then if the Diamondbacks were in the World Series, all of a sudden he was the biggest Diamondback fan in the world, and it was the most annoying,
Right.
frustrating thing,
You
and it
can't do that.
changed every single year.
If you respect the sport and you enjoy watching it, you can have multiple fan
But
bases.
he
But
also just loved the game too.
I mean,
But
he was also an umpire, so that's why, like,
yeah, I don't know.
he was just wanted to see good baseball.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, like, so this is where I have a dilemma. I'm an Everton fan, and we already touched this, right?
Mhm. Yep.
You saying you're a Yankee fan, that's and you already compared this. It's
Mhm.
like being a Mets fan. Like, it's the rivalry being so close in the same city. I hate Liverpool. Liverpool is the worst. Like, I don't
I get it.
I don't
I have to imagine
support.
though, if you go to Liverpool, there's gotta be a few people that just love Liverpool, so they support Everton and Liverpool.
I disagree. I
I don't
don't.
know. There's gotta be some.
But then they're not true fans of the sport because there's no way.
Okay, so here's the other difference when you're talking baseball, comparing Mets, Yankees to Everton, Liverpool. Everton, Liverpool literally play in the same league. There's no divisions. They just it is what it is. It's just cutthroat.
Right.
When you're talking Mets, Yankees,
Different
there's
divisions.
American National League.
Right.
It's like
And I
I,
understand that.
like okay, and that's the thing, and that is I've made that very clear is like when it gets down to it, when playoffs start, World Series, I know
Okay,
where
but
teams
okay,
fall into place, but
let me bring this
throughout the
up real
regular
quick.
season, why can't I
Let me
root for
bring
both
this
of
up
them?
real though,
Yeah,
real quick. You lived in LA for a while and you went to a lot of Angels games and you portrayed
Orange County,
yourself
not LA.
as an Angels fan. Um, you did. You went to a lot of games. I've got a bat over there that you brought home that is literally from the Angels stadium.
I still love the Angels.
So so then what are they? National League, or American League?
They're American League, yeah, no, so
So then
they
they're fighting against the Yankees and like you support the Yankees, but then also like see that's the one thing that
no, but
you can't have multiple. You can have one of each. You
so
cannot have two in the same
baseball
division.
for me is unique. Like I do have a few favorite teams, but they all there's tiers. It's and again, I've said this before, but it's Yankees, Mets, Angels in that order. I root for them all. When it comes down to it, if certain games matter or if they're head to head, and depending on how the season's going for respective teams, I'll root for each team respectively.
See, like that, I feel like there's a difference though. There are different tiers of fans. Where like my wife Emily, she's diehard Yankees, diehard New England
Yeah.
Patriots, and there is no other team that she will support in those sports. Where you and I are a little bit different. We're like, yeah, like I support the Mets. I'm a Royals fan, which is which was great in 2015,
Mhm.
but I support the Mets, and and so I've got my national team and I got my AFC team or yeah,
Yeah.
AFC,
American League.
yeah, American League
Yeah.
team.
No, for sure. I don't know. I mean,
You
I don't
can't
know.
have two in the same division.
I disagree with you. Again, I lived in Orange County for 5 years, and
I lived in Colorado for 3 years. I'm not
Boss.
a Rockies fan.
I went to more
I mean, why
Angels
would you be?
games in 5 years than I have ever seen Yankees or Mets or any other team in my entire life. So how do you reconcile that? How do you go from being obviously a diehard Yankees fan, but then living in Orange County and seeing this team, for 5 years, your home team play every team in the league, including the Yankees, like once a year.
Who'd you root for? When it was Yankees Angels.
It would depend. When it first started,
What do you
no. Listen to me. When it first started, when the Yankees came to Anaheim and they played the Angels, I was rooting for the Yankees. But if and honestly, okay, so I guess the whole time I was there, anytime the Yankees were playing in Anaheim, I rooted for the Yankees.
would you wear your Yankee jersey that you had?
I did. No, and I because I again, I love the Angels, so I acquired a bunch of Angels gear. I was there all the time.
That's
Was
fair.
always
Okay.
rooting for them. I left behind the Angels gear and I wore the Yankees gear that game. But
I can kind of like.
but I will tell you if there was a scenario where let's say the Yankees were the last place in the division, they didn't have a chance to make playoffs, and the Angels were hot and they were right on the cusp of making playoffs, and the Yankees came to town and they played the Angels, I'm wearing my Angel shit. That's the kind of game.
Yeah, no, that I think that's fair. Um, that's like I again, like I was in Colorado and I was getting big into hockey. I mean, I was big into hockey before, and I was always an Islanders fan. But I mean, how could I not be an Avalanche fan when they win the Stanley Cup? You know, um,
No, I hear you.
Avalanche won the Stanley Cup, and I was living in Colorado at the time. I'm like, okay, that's freaking sweet. And then
I hear
also
you.
the Denver Nuggets. So like the 3 years that I lived in Colorado, Denver Nuggets won the NBA basketball championship.
Mhm.
And then the next, or no, I think it was the Avalanche first, and then the second year I was there was the Denver Nuggets. And I might have them reversed, but it doesn't matter because I don't really care about either team. But I claim to be a fan of them because it was kind of freaking cool that like I moved to Colorado and both teams won since once I've been living there.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
all right.
I agree.
Um,
Really quick. So before you move on to your next thing, just a operational sorry for the
is there a way to
viewers here.
pause this?
I don't think so. I think without ending the live podcast, and again, sorry for the viewers that are watching this when we upload this. But again, this is our first podcast, so
How does Joe Rogan do it? Like pee break. There's got to be a way to pause it.
we're not Joe Rogan yet. We will get there. He doesn't live broadcast on YouTube. That's the thing. But we're gonna get this all figured out. But again, sorry for the viewers at home though. We will
I'm not
figure this
sorry.
out eventually. No, honestly, you're lucky
He
to
can be
be
sorry. I'm
you're
not
lucky to
sorry.
be seeing this right now and be like see the raw intro to this. But just a note and like a thought is
We go for a handshake. I don't know your hands.
no, I'm just thinking like just looking at the screen right now and how this is going. If we both faced each other, that could be kind of a cool perspective too.
I mean, we can try to angle it right now and just be a little bit different.
Well, you angle it and see how it looks. And
Yeah, it's not bad, but I just gotta adjust this bad girl
actually, I do like that. Actually, hold on. Let me angle
because
it
then
too.
it's not like awkward. Where like if
No,
I
I
look
know.
at you,
Yeah, no. I like this.
hey,
All
we're
right,
learning as we go. Like
we're
we
learning.
said, stop
See,
judging us.
we've
You guys
already
are already
improved
judging
this
us.
immensely. No, see, already so much better. I like this. This is more. This is better. I don't know. I don't know what
Good.
this
I'm
is, but
glad
this
you
is
enjoy
better.
it. Um.
Yeah. So baseball.
All right. So
You want to talk about football?
I mean, we can talk about football.
We could talk about football.
Before we talk about football, let's play that game where we try to say the same word
Oh, I suck at this game. This is gonna be embarrassing and a waste
and
of
we
time,
count it
but
down. Now,
we'll
I
do
think this
it.
is a fun like thing to do. All right.
Okay. This is a game to see how on the same page we are. And sometimes we are and sometimes
Sometimes
we
we get it
are
like game like
not.
word
So
one, but sometimes we get it on word like 45. All right,
can you
ready?
bring that down a smidge? Let the people see the beautiful face. Come on.
I don't know, but that's the thing. Like it.
No, all right. No, just leave it. Again, I think we kind of said this again. We're ironing this out. His equipment got fucked up right before this.
All right,
So
so
yeah, we're running
I
it.
think if we like if I move this over here and it's here and I'm talking like this,
Hmm.
my face could be in it and it's like right here next to my face.
Hmm. No, just leave
But
it. Just leave it. Just leave it. All right, let's play
okay,
this game.
so ready?
All right, walk them through it. How we doing
Okay,
this?
so basically, I count down 3, 2, 1, and Brad and I both say a word, and we try to list like we hear both words, and we compare the two of them, and try to say the same word based off of the two words that we said
On the
previously.
next word. Yeah.
So you
So
ready?
yeah,
3, 2, 1. Lamp,
sports.
sports, and lamp, lamp and
So
sports.
sports and lamp. Okay. So where does one go
From here,
from here?
sports and lamp, lamp, sports. I got mine. You got yours?
No. See, this is why I hate this
See,
game
like
because I
this is so
overthink it.
easy.
Sports lamp. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think I got mine.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Lights,
Lightning.
lights that project on the sports
That
games.
was good. I was going for lightning
Lightning,
because that's a hockey team, right?
yeah.
Yeah. It was
Tampa
a
Bay,
that was
yeah.
that was a bad one. That was a bad one. All right. So we
All
got
right, so,
lights and lightning. So now we continue this and we try to just
all right,
narrow it
I got
down
mine.
into lights and lightning.
Yep. Think of a lightning bolt. Like think of a lightning bolt and think of a light. You know, I think this is easy,
I feel like you're cheating right now with this game, but
but I don't think you're gonna get it either.
I'm not gonna get this
All right,
either.
ready? 3,
No, I'm not ready. Wait, I have no idea what I'm gonna say.
lights, lightning bolt.
Okay, yeah. All right, I got it.
3, 2, 1. Flash.
Electricity.
Flash. Like picture,
That
like
was good. That was good, but not
lightning bolt.
again. This is why this game is brutal. I'm not there.
Flash, lightning bolt.
Flash and electricity.
Oh, electricity. All right. I flash, electricity.
I don't think we're gonna align here. There's too many. There's too many things that could
I know.
tie the
I've
bridge.
got two. I've got two that I could go
How long do we have to do this for?
until we get it.
No,
Yeah, we're gonna get
we're
it.
never gonna get it.
It's gonna be quick. Ready? You ready?
We got flash and electricity. Flash and electricity.
Okay. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Ben
Lamp.
Franklin.
Ben Franklin. Yeah, no. I think we're gonna have to call this.
What do you mean?
We're not gonna get this.
Do you need me to understand?
I don't understand.
Let me explain. Sorry, that's an inside joke that we have with my boss.
Bova. We haven't mentioned him once this time.
Yeah, we don't need to. He's non-important. He's gonna be on the podcast eventually,
He
but
will.
like you're gonna hear a lot about like our boss, um,
Kith.
Sir Kithington, Scrapdick Nevad,
Chris.
Clovis.
Sorry, Bova, but yeah, he owns the lovely local
Don't
pizza
drop the name.
establishment
Yeah,
that we work at in town together, which is also I'm surprised we haven't brought that up actually to this point though. We not only are brothers and are doing this podcast together and talking about sports and stuff and all the stuff that we have in common, but we actually work together quite a bit at the local pizza place, or
It's
at
true.
least we have in the past, and we have quite a bit in the last year since I've been back in town. And Chris, the owner, is a gem, but
Saint
he's an absolute saint. But he
within
has
reason.
he has a very unique relationship with awful Austin.
So when I
Um,
work with my boss, Kith,
yeah,
I my like he is one of those people that like if you do things out of the ordinary, it annoys him very easily and it gets under his skin very easily. And I am a professional at it. Like I could repeat something or play a song on through the speaker while we're working and he'll just be like cringing, like
But again, so case in point, that game that we just epically failed at in front of all of you on a YouTube live stream here, if Chris was sitting here
We would
and
have
doing
nailed
that
it.
with us, they would have had it in like two
Yeah,
words. They
like
would have
we
had it.
understand each other, but also
They drive each other nuts.
yeah,
Actually, he drives him nuts. He's
yes,
fine,
yes.
but
Chris, he doesn't drive me nuts. He's starting to try to, and it's not working,
it
and he
doesn't
thinks
work.
it
He
is.
doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
But
He doesn't even know.
so also on that note, though, we haven't gotten into any of this topic yet. We will. This will be a huge topic because the banter and the material that we are able to draw from the pizza place that we both work at. This are very good buddies because everybody that works there currently,
We're all friends.
we go back decades, literally. Um,
High school, elementary school.
and again, we will get into much more depth on this, if not tonight, uh, in future episodes. But I think right now, I think it's definitely worth, and I think they're owed it. I think we have to shout out it's Michael Storpenstein.
Oh no, it's Michael Snorpenstein.
Michael Snorpenstein. I think Chewy,
Chewbacca. Yep.
Chewbacca, legend.
He's a Mets fanatic. He'll be on the podcast. I already talked to him
Yep.
about it. He's like, once we get established,
Oh,
he'll be on here.
yep.
He'll be able to talk about like
And
if you think that you can outsmart him with Mets stats,
oh,
you're surely mistaken.
so
He
there
knows
there
everything.
will be, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, Segi, but we're gonna have to steal the segment. But stats with Smats, yeah, it's got to happen on here at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yep,
And
Chew,
then
OG.
we already mentioned Duke.
Duke is the best. Michael Snorpenstein's younger brother.
My wife Emmy.
Yep.
She's gonna be on here because she's
Yep.
studying to be a nutrition coach. She's done neurofeedback training, so like she's got a lot of information on like health
Yep.
stuff.
No, and there's some retired OGs that used to work at the pizza place that I'm sure we'll get into at another time that I won't mention. But while we're at it, I think all right, little Alex Segi, the man, uh, Luke,
Luke Paparazzi.
Pizza,
Yeah,
Rodney. Yep, gotta mention him. And yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Aaron Murphy. Love you, Gail.
might as well.
No, just the regulars. And again, I'm sorry for the lack of context with this. This is probably got to be
These are all name
weird for you
drops,
guys
but you'll
to
see them.
take in as we're doing this for the first time. But you will get a feel for these. These are all just characters that we work with, and there's going to be numerous stories regarding these amazing individuals that we know.
Yeah, no, you'll meet the whole family. Like I said, they're not family, but like they're family in our own way, and they're not like biological family, but like they are family in our heart kind of thing. Like
Oh, Brian Roy.
Ryan Roy will be. He's the history buff.
He's the history buff, and he's also
He worked at the Mark Twain house for a
he's the
long
Mark
time.
Twain expert. Yeah, if we ever get political with this, he will be an excellent source to take for a
No.
certain perspective.
He's very strong to one side, and I don't really want that to
No,
be
but
involved.
but
I
to be
think
honest,
just history buff would be great. I'm not.
but to be honest, if we ever get into that aspect, I think he would be a great voice for one side that can be refuted on the other side. So if we ever want to get into a debate and try to bring
Yeah, no,
different
that's
perspectives
fair.
of a
That's
certain
fair.
issue, I think he would be excellent because
I don't think he'd want to do that though. I don't
He
think he wants
probably
to make
wouldn't.
it public. I think he would just be the history buff.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, other than that, like the other things that we'll talk about is the World Cup, and I don't want to get involved in that now. I think we're kind of like wrapping things up now. We can talk about the
Yeah,
World
what?
Cup in the next podcast,
We're a
but
little over an hour here.
yeah, I also want to introduce my our cousin Trevor. He's going to be on the next podcast. We're going
Yeah.
to try and figure out how to
Yeah,
get someone live streamed in.
we'll connect the
and
technology to the
we're going to
the
work on
source.
that. But we will be live again tomorrow for the Everton game.
Yep.
So that'll be fun.
Mhm.
Hope you guys can join us. And
Are you wrapping it up?
No, not really. I'm just talking.
It sounded like you were wrapping it up.
I mean, we could just wrap it up right now.
We could,
We could just
or
wrap it.
we could just
I mean,
keep going.
it's already an hour.
It has been an hour,
I mean,
but
who has the time to listen to all of this crap?
well,
I think we hit on everything.
do you want to talk about football?
Okay, I guess we can talk about football for a second.
I guess we can talk about football for a second. I mean,
So
we still got
you
a
guys
little bit of beer left.
you
Here.
guys already know that he's a Browns fan
Yes.
and I'm a Dolphins fan.
Yep.
Tua is gone. Tyreek's gone for the Dolphins, which is
Tua's not
great.
officially gone yet, though, is he?
He's gonna be gone.
I don't know, not yet. Not official.
He's going to the Browns.
No, we don't want him. We got Deshaun Watson. Come on.
No, I mean, I don't know what we really talk about right now because the season's wrapped up. Like we don't have any signings or anything really that's crazy except for David Montgomery getting traded to the Texans. Did you see that? Lions traded Montgomery.
Who'd they get?
Just draft picks, I think.
Oh, that makes me sad because Texans already have their backfield like stacked. In my opinion, as a Browns fan, they have
that means that someone's going to be getting traded from the
Woody
Texans.
Marks #1, and they got my freaking boy Nick Chubb.
Maybe Nick Chubb's out of there and going somewhere else.
Nick Chubb is probably he might just retire honestly at this point, which kills me. But dang, I don't know.
No, that was like the biggest news for NFL that I've seen. I haven't seen. I mean, except for like if you wanted to get into the draft classes, like the combine, where like some people were going off.
I haven't been following the combine at all. If you have insight into the combine, you can get into that. But I do follow the Browns very closely all season, really. But no, they're doing really good work to beef up their offensive line. They just made a trade with the Texans, actually, believe it or not. They traded a fifth for a very versatile offensive lineman, which is huge. So great offseason
Browns
move.
definitely need that.
Yep. And then so they have 3 fifth-round draft picks already. So like you don't need the third one. So like get rid of that, pick up a solid, reliable piece, and then I mean they have 2 first-rounders. I'm excited. I don't know.
Is Judkins here to stay?
Yes, Judkins is going to be a consistent piece. I hope he doesn't get too screwed up with the injury that put him out of the season last year.
What about the lawsuit that was going on or whatever? The accusations about him.
I'm pretty sure that lawsuit is completely cleared now.
Well, no, but I thought he was found guilty, but it wasn't going to go in effect in this last season. Or it was still under investigation. Maybe not found guilty.
I'm pretty sure they were able to put that to bed, but
okay.
Yeah. So that's
I was just curious. I don't know. I know you follow him, but no, I had him on my fantasy team and I traded him to Brad, so he could have him as a keeper, which might be kicking myself in the pants for that one. Trying to chase the trophy and it didn't end up well. I don't even think I even came close to playoffs. And then who won the Big Bowl? We do a baked bowl, so like if you don't make playoffs,
I think Chewy won the Big Bowl, right?
Chewy won the Big Bowl.
I think Chewy won the Big Bowl this year. I know.
So he gets so with our fantasy league,
I could have had a 3-peat on the Bake Bowl, but I traded it.
He gets to choose where he wants to be. He wants to draft in the order. We play a 14-man team, 14-team league, and he gets to choose where he wants to draft because he won the Bake Bowl.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I know that's the other thing. So another aspect of this podcast that we'll 100% be getting into is fantasy football.
And probably fantasy baseball too, because I'm in a fantasy baseball league.
Yes. I would love to get a fantasy soccer too for EPL. That would be sick.
I've done it like once or twice, just like a fun thing, and it was fun to follow. But like
people just say it's a long season.
Like it's not the same. Like if you're not with other people, like I try to do it just like on like a basic app with like
And we could probably get a good team though. We could probably get a good
viewers, if you guys want to do an EPL.
We could do a bad and awful podcast
family
EPL
league,
EPL fantasy league. That'd be a blast.
If you guys subscribe and you guys want in, like we'll take like the first like 12 First 10.
first 10 or 12 that asked to do it in the comments. I'm
Yeah, that
totally
could be
down. That would
fun.
be a freaking blast. Honestly, this is cool too. This is a great thing to tie it into.
Yeah,
Tie into this.
we could do a baseball league too, like
Hmm.
where we could create our own league and get our viewers involved,
But yeah, no,
and
I
we can
think
talk about it and crap talk all of you guys if you guys are playing bad, and if I'm
es-
playing bad or Brad's playing awful.
especially fantasy football though will be a huge topic in this because we're both in multiple leagues, different formats. Personally, we play for a family league that uses CBS. I don't like it. I think the rules need to change. We can get into that in another episode. But yeah,
Yeah, but every league they have their own rules, and every league is different, which I respect. Like there are some things that we would like to change. Excuse me, in our family league, but it's individual. It's an individual league where like the rules are different from every other league, and whether we like it or not, like there's not much we can do. We can try to um, change it, but everybody votes on it.
yeah.
But
Did you finish your beer?
I did.
Bottoms up.
What do we got here? We're gonna yell.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know.
I think
I
that kind of covers the
I
first
think we
episode.
touched. I think we touched all the bases here.
Yeah, and then obviously like we got sidetracked a lot here, and that's what is gonna happen on this podcast. Like we're gonna just start talking, and we're gonna get sidetracked, and we're gonna talk about like we're gonna start going off on rants because that's like the topic, and we might not cover all the topics that we have planned. Um, and that's just what we're here for. We're just here to like kind of
Yeah. No, we're gonna have a
be
loose.
goofballs and
Just kind of our the day to day. That was the whole point of this podcast. Is kind of just take into account what we have, what we're so lucky to have together every day,
yeah.
day to
And then
day,
also
and
I want to throw
record
in
it and
too.
put it down.
Um, other things that we might touch base on is that Brad and I both play in. We both still play soccer. I coach soccer, and that we might talk about our games that we played in, or like drama and stuff like that, like within the leagues. Or I coach high school soccer, so I might start talking about like standings and
Hmm.
other teams that could be great in Connecticut. That I think that could be the best team or the worst team or how they look and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to cover, and every episode is going to be a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to it.
100%. And just to go off of that too, if you like what you've seen, if you're watching this for whatever reason, give us a follow, subscribe, leave comments. I think the format is gonna going forward is gonna be we're just gonna do it live. Fuck it, do it live on YouTube Live. If you're watching live, leave us leave us some comments. Let us know what you want to talk about. If you want us to go back to something, if you think of something that would be cool to talk about, put it down.
Yeah, and if it's
Um,
great and awesome, that's
yeah,
perfect. But if it's bad and awful,
yeah,
still give us a follow because it was bad and awful,
100%.
and that's
Yeah.
us.
Or even if this is also if you're not watching this live and it's a recording and it's one of our uploaded episodes, drop a comment. Tell us what you like, what you didn't like, what you want to hear next time. And yeah,
Yeah,
no, thank you guys for being here though.
definitely leave comments so then we can address what your concerns or topics you want to hear about. And
Yeah,
it might be goofy, it might be terrible, it might be great. Who
yeah,
knows? But
yeah,
that's why we're here.
for sure. No, but hope you guys had fun. I definitely had fun. I can't believe it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Time flies when you're drinking beer and having fun.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
it.
know. All
Thank you
right,
guys for tuning in to the
absolutely.
Bad and Awful Family Podcast.
The
And
first one. Let's go.
there we go.
You want to
We're
play us out with a song?
I'm
Or one of
gonna.
those randoms? Which one? Oh,
Can I do both?
I don't know. I don't know if it works like that. We
I
can
don't know.
test it.
Well, no, I mean, like, whatever. Yeah, I think that's our
Oh, did
one.
it stop when you pressed it?
No. Yeah, that one's good. Well, all right, guys. We're out.
Peace. Love you guys.
See you tomorrow.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Everton, baby.
Let's go.
Burnley sucks.
Press in.